Hello and welcome to another episode of Neptune Novelties. Today we're gonna have a little bit of dark vibes. And not because I'm a fan of it. I have watched the movie The Dead Poets Society and I think it is a great movie. And on so many levels you cannot not experience that, right? But only because that one movie is good does not guarantee that everything else in that category is going to be good either. Dark Academia, it has a good sense of mystery that I understand why so many people are drawn to that. And I think music-wise, I do listen to such melodies. And the photos and the aesthetic, yes. But I tried to read that Dark Academia book genre, and I did not like it one bit. I tried the big ones. The Secret Society, If We Were Villains, and A Little Life. Well, I heard so many great things about all of these books, and I know they've been doing well, and they are really people are buying them. But I don't necessarily regret it, I just don't like how upsetting and disturbing they were, honestly. And I'm saying that with the fact that I did not finish any of these books. I read the first few chapters, okay? And I was like, nope, I cannot continue reading this. And I just tried, I really tried, but maybe I'm just not that into it. Maybe I'm too soft for it. Based on all the other books that I read that you can find on this podcast as well. I like cute stuff. Even dark romance, no. Will I attempt a few more in the dark romance genre? Maybe one or two. Or, again, I don't have high hopes for that either, honestly. I think it's best for me to stick to all of these cutie and soft and, rom-com vibes or whatever you want to call it. And I was so upset because, like I said, I like the aesthetic of Dark Academia, but the books, I'm not here for it. I would not recommend it, honestly. Especially if you are, making reading a habit of yours. Do not pick any of these books, or just stay away from this genre perhaps, unless you're really into any sorts of bad feelings and bad plots and upsetting things. And absolutely check the trigger warnings because they have a lot, that I'm happy that people can, read without any filters and write without filters, but when I see some books, I do wish there were some filters because I'm just upset about what it could do to the soul. That's it. Now, I think you got what I think, so I don't need to go into more details. The setting is very good, about young people being in universities, college, and the places look really lovely, green and all of that, but I wish the stories were just as pleasant, but they're not. So, would I advise it? No. I think you should listen to other episode of this podcast and, take your pick out of those. but just maybe staying away and not hurting your soul and scratching your heart, and it's just not the good content that I believe in. So that was all. If you want me to review your book, you can contact me through email. And as always, I appreciate your support, and thank you for listening to another episode. Love yourself and everything around you. Don't let any random thing into your life, your head, your heart, and be protective of your soul and your peace. Try to stay healthy. Hope to see you around soon. Laters.